Welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. And we have a big match tomorrow. big match tomorrow. Massive game to play tomorrow. And we're gonna see how we can break down this game and what we can do, how we can understand this team, how this team play, and how we are going to approach this team in particular. So, guys, as you guys come in, just smash that like button. I would totally appreciate it if you guys do, and let's carry on with the show. Now, if you're here for the first, subscribe to the channel. No, big day, big day for the Reggae Boys. We can literally now find ourselves. We can say we're close to moving into the the second stages of the of the Gold Cup campaign. It depends. It solely depends on how we approach this game. Because if we win this game, if we should win this game, it's gonna say it is telling us that we are actually 1 foot closer. We are literally 1 foot closer into the into the next round of the tournament. So we have a few things to run through. We're definitely going to run through. I'm a minute in, so I'm going to go straight over to that. The first, we're going to speak about the history. We need to get behind the history of the team. Let's find out what the history of both teams are like. What happened between both teams for such a long while. What is the difference between both teams? Let's understand each other. When was the last time we played? How many times we have played before, and how significant were those games? So those are the things that we are going to be looking at. So in total, we faced them in 6 games. We have played 6 games against them. No, 3 games. Let me see. 3. Yeah, total. We played 3 games against them. No, that's not correct. It's not 3. I'm quite sure it's not 3 games. Let me get something, people. I do apologize for that. We'll be getting into some of the tactics also, because we need to know some of that aspect of the game, because this is a game that I do believe that we should have more likely. We're expected to win. I honestly think that this is a game that we are expected to win. And why are we expected to win? Because we are the better team. That is the reason why we are expected to win. No, yes. So definitely, people, we have faced them. We have 4 face off with the Guadeloupe team. 4 face off. I think it's 5. Overall, it's 5 because we faced off with them in 2010. Now, our history goes as far back as 1966. That's how far back our history went when we played against them in the Caribbean Cup when we drew. That's literally one of the first game we have played against the Guadeloupe team in 1960. So that's a good bit of history. Definitely a good bit of history. So I'm gonna thank you for all those who are just jumping in. Guys, remember to smash the like button. Erdnati said big up and enough greetings to the man called Military Guna in the building. Show them the stats and make them know you're not just talking, just talk what you're thinking. Yeah, you guys know that I love my stats. I love to display my stats because people say stats lie, but I cannot see that at the end of the game. If you win a game 3-0 or 2-0, that's 3-0. That's a 3-0 victory, and that's a 2-0 victory. So that's not a lie. That is definitely not a lie. Man's not have Pep said, I'm good. Where have you been? I'm around. I'm definitely around. I've been working extremely hard. So my time span is limited. Extremely limited. Big up Fresh God. Smash the like button, people. Barnett said up. Big up. Yes, that is the reason why I haven't been doing any stream recently. Yeah, so maybe you see, the streams now have now been limited. Limited, really limited. But as you know, I try my best to do my regular uploads. Like I upload in the morning, then set it to like I preset. I schedule the uploads. I definitely schedule the upload. But let's move away from that. Let's get back into the thick of things, into the game itself. What is so important about this game? As I said, our history runs so far back. But in recent times, like we played 3 match, 2 home to Guadeloupe, 1 home to Jamaica. In the CONCACAF Gold Cup Caribbean zone, this is actually the Gold Cup era. I played 3 games in the Gold Cup. Total goal score in those games, actually 6. We have only conceded 1 goal in those games, and all we have scored 5. We have scored 5. So it's 6 games. 2 draws. Oh, am I mixing up something here? Okay, yeah. So that's the history. History runs back as far as 1966. Definitely, that goes to tell how far most of these Caribbean teams are coming. And but it's funny that, well, we know, well, they're not a part of what we would refer to as the Caribbean, a Caribbean country, but they're in the CONCACAF, and this time around we are facing off with them. So people, thank you very much for being here again. Let's run through some of the head-to-head. Let's go through some of the results. So the last 5 games, Guadeloupe last 5 games was actually against Turks and Caicos Island. They won 5-0. They played against Martinique. They won 2-0. Then they played against Bahamas, in which they won that game 2-0. No, the Turks and Caicos game, they won again 10-0. And the Martinique game, they won again 2-1. No, the Guatemala versus Guadeloupe game, they finished 1-1. Then they lost to Costa Rica. So you could see a decline. You could tentatively see a decline in their recent performance. In our recent performance, we played. Let me get back to our recent performance. Our recent performance, we played Saudi Arabia. That you guys know how long ago that was, and we won that game 2-1. Then we played but we played a game before Saudi Arabia in which we lost 3-0, but that's not in the 5 game region. But then we played against the USA, in which we lost 4-1. Then we played Serbia, we drew that game 1-1. Then we played the Japan under 23 game, in which we lost embarrassingly 4-0. Then coming into the CONCACAF Gold Cup, we played against Suriname, defeating them 2-1. So in Guadeloupe last 5 games, they won 3, drew 1, and lost 1. And they're and then now in Jamaica's last 5 games, we won 2, draw 1, and lost 2. So they have actually a pretty good run coming into this game, despite some of those games are friendly. That's what most people are going to say. They are friendly, so we can't look at them. But they are coming into this with fairly good essence of what to do, the job they need to get done. Fresh God said, big up, bro. Big up, Fresh God. Big up, Barnett. Share up the live, people. Big up. Thank you for that, Fresh God. Derek Tinker said, bless up. Yawa We Coffee. Manners, everybody. Wow, where you get that name? That name. Yawa We. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it good. Yawa We. Yaha We. Ooh. But that's a good name. Coffee. Maxwell Garden said, big up, bro. Big up, Maxwell. Big up, Jairus. Hopefully you're good, bro. Obalik, Dalbert, big up top. Big up Raisin Bay. Arden TV, massive respect, Arden TV. Thank you for coming in. What's up, bro? No longer I use Andrew Allen. It's Arden TV. Okay, big up, bro. Massive respect. Bugs Bunny, 54, Skirvin. We beat Suriname 2-0. Yes. RTS Vibe said, will Ravel be in the squad? No, he won't be in the squad this time around. We're still there's still issues surrounding Ravel Morrison. Still major issues surrounding Ravel Morrison, but we'll tentatively see how that one goes throughout the day. Ravel Morrison is actually currently in training session with the Derby County team, and he's doing well. He's doing well. I'm still getting updates, and when I do, I'll try to pass them on. I'm not getting any videos though, because most of those videos actually will be posted on the team. Normally they post them on the team on their YouTube channel, so copyright and all those type of things. JP said big up, good day viewers. Ronaldo, Rivaldo Clark said big up move. Kevin Reed said big up, bless up. So thank you very much, people, everyone who's coming in, a massive respect. So the head-to-head record now for Jamaica versus Guadeloupe. So this is the last 3 head-to-head. Then noticeably like the biggest score, the biggest aggregate, the biggest score, and for Guadeloupe, and the biggest score for Jamaica. So our biggest score against Guadeloupe is actually 2-0. The biggest score for Guadeloupe against Jamaica is actually when they drew us 1-1. So that's their biggest result. I'm drawing with us. It's actually their biggest result. Then no, their best aggregate also is the same 1-1. So they don't have a good result in regards to playing against us. They don't have a good result playing against us, and it goes to show how good we are. The last game we played against them was in 2010. In the United Nations, the CONCACAF Gold Cup, Caribbean Cup zone. That was in 2010. So these are some Caribbean zone game, like pre-Gold Cup campaign. But it goes to show. So head-to-head record, I ran through that already. We scored 5 goals against them. The most goals they have scored against us is 1. So I've actually covered most of the stats. I've actually covered most of the stats in regards to the team head-to-head. Now let me give you guys some facts, something that I didn't even remember until I actually was reading this. Now, according to the Gold Cup official website, CONCACAF, Guadeloupe will seek to earn its first 2021 Gold Cup win against a confident Jamaica when they clash Friday night at the Explorer Stadium in Orlando, Florida. If the Guada Boys, as you guys know, they are famously known as the Guada Boys, are going to secure, the Reggae Boys, the Guada Boys. So it's the Guada Boys versus the Reggae Boys, are going to secure their 3 points. They will have to change their fortune against Jamaica because they don't have a good history against us. Guadeloupe has only beaten Jamaica 3 times in their 11 encounters, with the last win coming over 30 years ago in 1989, a 3-1 result. So the last time they defeated us was 30 years ago. The last time they defeated us was 30 years ago. Guys, I'll be getting to a few of your questions as soon as possible. I'm really know some of the history and what we're expected to look at. So the last time these 2 teams faced off with each other was 11 years ago in the 2010 Caribbean Cup final. So the last time we played them was actually in the Caribbean Cup final. It was an intense matchup that saw Jamaica just edge Guadeloupe on penalties 5-4. With over a decade having passed, both teams featured new players and optimism ahead of Friday's game. Jamaica will aim to keep their recent success against the Guadeloupe going and kick off its Gold Cup campaign on a strong note with a 2-0 win over Suriname. So that is what I wanted you guys to know. So the last time they played us was last time we played against them was 11 years ago. That's over a decade in which it was the final of the Caribbean Cup, and we edged them 5-4 on penalties. So I'm giving you guys some stats in the earlier stages of the show, so you guys know what we're about to expect. So it is expected of us to defeat this team. It is definitely expected of us to defeat this team. I'm jumping into some of the comment section now because I won't linger on most of the things. So you guys get the history. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go straight into the squad building section, the team lineup, what we're expecting. Then now I'm going to discuss. I'll discuss some things that are happening around the team, such as the recent news outbreak, how will that affect the team. Also, I will be discussing what we should expect from this Guadeloupe team, what we should expect from us Reggae Boys going forward. Kevin Reed said, bless up Guna. RTS Vibe said, why them never just pick someone else who'd be ready for the squad joke business. That's a good that's a good statement. I don't know what the JFF heads are thinking about. I think they really wanted to get Ravel Morris into the squad, and they tried. We cannot beat JFF on that side. They really tried to get Ravel Morris in the squad. As fans, we will totally be upset if we never saw Ravel Morris in the squad, and there would be a massive backlash against that. So they pull some strings. They tried their best to get Ravel Morris in the squad, and I have to commend JFF on that, in trying their best to get Ravel Morris in the squad. We have to respect that as well, because we as fans, we were calling for Ravel Morrison to be in the squad, and then JFF went all the way out trying their best to get him in the squad. So we can look at it as a positive, and it's also a negative. We were trying, but there's still hope. And we will see how that one goes. I think maybe in the second round, if we don't see Ravel in the second round, we can just call it as a dead game. Maybe in the next week or so. Kemar Scott, what you think? I just explained it. Big up Kemar Scott. British Love, big up British Love. Corberg going to score tomorrow. You can see determination in his game. Yeah, Corberg wants to get himself back into the forefront of what's happening. I do believe that this is a big stage, and most of the players are looking to shine. No, the thing is, the squad selection, I think that is going to be paramount. I do believe that that's going to be paramount, because a lot of people will be looking out to see Shamar Nicholson back in the squad. People will be looking out to see Corberg back in the squad, and then you will have another set of people wanting to see Andre Gray in the squad. So it's going to be difficult. It's totally down to Tapper and what Tapper really wants, and we will see how Tapper really views his squad in his next selection. Maxwell Garden said, how Bobby Reid and the COVID test, is it real talk? Any more updates? Yes, it's real. It's actual. It's factual that he will be out because of the COVID-19 virus. I'm totally hoping that I'm honestly hoping that we can see he will be isolated for like 10 days, up to 10 days or more. But we definitely see how well he can be integrated back into the squad after this. RTS Vibe said, unfortunately for Reid, but this is Maggie's time to shine. So yes, out of negative, there can always be a positive in life. That is just how life is situated. So it's unfortunate that Bobby Reid is now out, but no, it's Maggie's time, and many people are talking about Maggie. It's now Maggie's time to step in that shoes and fill those boots. It will be difficult because they will be trying to fill a Premier League proven player boots. It will be difficult. We might not see the same level of intensity, but we might see something different that we never saw from Bobby Reid. That is expected, because these are two different type of players. I think Maggie is more of an eye touch player than Bobby Reid is. But we'll definitely see how that one goes. Kemar Scott said, what do you think about the squad selection so far? It's a good squad selection, but questions around Ravel Morrison, because that left a big empty gap for another player that we could have added. So we'll see how that one goes. Do you know who is the other player who contracted the virus? No information is coming out about that. I think the only player who is likely for it to happen to is maybe the player that lives in the same quarters as him, and I think he shares quarters with I think it's Hector. It's based off the pictures that I've seen. Like when you look at their Instagram status when they're going to their beds in the night, or when they're doing their lives, you could see that both of them share the same room. It's a massive room though, but it seems that both of them share the same room. So it's more likely that maybe just by assumption that would be him. So I'm not saying that it is him. Boss King said score predictions. We'll be getting to that straight away. We need to know the squad selection before Boss King. Help Me 100 said, I know I'm wrong, but I voted draw as the final. Really? Help Me 100 draw. Voted draw. Be careful now, help me. Big up Sentiment FC. 4-0 to Jamaica, but it's Tapa, so a 2 love. We'll see. We will see. JP said, I'm wondering who the other case is. A lot of us are wondering. Jairus, me know that one. Jeros, me know that one sweet, yo. Me know the one that's sweet, Jeros. I know that one sweet, yo, because definitely. So let's move into. So we finished with the squad talk. We covered everything in regards to the squad. Funny enough, it is understand that if most of you guys realize that there's no training pic being. Normally, we would have seen at least 2 training session pictures floating around from the JFF Twitter or Instagram page. We haven't seen that. And it would be the natural aspect of things for them to do that, because we were expecting them to do that. But we didn't see anything. I think it has a lot to do with the old COVID thing, and they want to be sure. Maybe they're running another bunch of tests to see what is happening. Hector and Reed are roommates. Yeah, that's the whole thing. RTS Vibe said, yeah, Hector, if you catch him, so he can't play in me. No, RT. Remember, what we're going to realize is that tomorrow, when the squad is being selected, we will definitely see, based off the squad selection, who is out, who is not available, even by training picture, who is not in the training picture. We'll get a better idea of who will be in the squad. And that's how I view it. So I don't wish that on anyone, RTS Vibes. I don't wish. So where him did there for the Japan tour? Oh, so you guys are speaking again with each other. So all right, so definitely let's get into the squad. Let's get into the squad. So first thing first, I know it's not difficult to know who's going to be in goal. We have the captain, the first 3 name that is going to be on the list. The first 3 name that's going to be on the list are definitely 3 captain of the team. Liam Moore is fresh in the team, but we all know that Liam Moore is fresh on the team. So I want you guys to assist me in naming this squad. JJ said, I heard someone saying Tapa was practicing a 4-4-2 in training. Yeah, but remember now, if in the world of football, right, defending, you defend in a 4-4-2, 4-4-2, which you use 2 banks of 4 defend. If you want to press in, you can press in a 4-4-2. So 4-4-2 is normally the most flexible, I would say, out of them all formation. It's really, really flexible. Very, very flexible formation. You can interchange easily. But it's good for counter press and also defensive press. Definitely. People smash the like button. I have over 70 persons watching the live. Let's get the like equivalent to the views, if that is possible. I know a lot of you guys are watching, don't even want to hit that like button. But please, for those who appreciate the program, smash that like button, people. I would really, really respect it and appreciate it if you do. Greg Honegan said, manners and respect, everyone. Big up, Greg. RTS Vibe said, me can bet me house pan it say Tapa go start Flemings for Reed instead of McGee. Tapa never do them things there. Them want so you're saying Tapa is going to do the obvious and what everyone is expecting of him. Sentiment said, bump up the live, people. Massive, big up the hit up the like button, people. JP said Flemings goodly start at Cam. Yes, I don't think so. I'm saying more likely Flemings would fill in the gap for let's see. Maybe he will fill in the gap for the Bobby Reed. It totally depends. It honestly depends. I strongly believe that they might use the more likely the number 10/number 8 player in that position. We could see something different. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to give you something that you guys might not expect. Guess what? So we are still not sure about Alvas Powell. So there's a strong possibility that we might see O'Neil Fisher starting. There's a strong possibility that we might see O'Neil Fisher starting. This is the problem now, people. Tell me what you think. Is it Taxi or Bell for you? Because Bell did the press conference So we'll see how that one goes. Guys, tell me what you think, Taxi or Bell. Let me run through some of the comments. So guys, put in the comment section what you think. Kevin Bailey, maybe Leon Bailey, brother. I would only bring in Gray for Bobby and Taxi for Powell. No, the thing about it is that Gray is a number 9. Yes, he can come in and do those creative work, but we don't want to put Gray in a position that will would demand him to come back deeper inside of the midfield. I don't want that. I don't want my striker to be coming that deep. Yes, we might say that we want him to play in the number the attacking midfield roles, but I don't want to force Gray in that position. Ricky Dunks Walker, as me check in, me have to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Ricky. Massive respect onto that. JJ said he was using Gray alongside Shamar in training. I don't know if it's true. I didn't get information on that. I'm still not sure. Definitely not sure. I've seen people saying Bell. Whoa. I'm not sure, so I cannot comment on that, JJ. If I could, I would, but I didn't saw that in training. I haven't seen any training videos in a good while. Maurice Willis said, I think Lawrence is rested enough and can start now. Yeah, I think I'm expecting Lawrence to come back into the squad. I totally expect Lawrence to come back in the squad. Maybe Tapa see more. Remember now, people. What coaches like? Coaches like a team and players that can retain the ball and are clean passers of the ball. Coaches really, really like those type of stuff. And as I said before, Amar Bell finished the game between both Suriname and Jamaica with the highest passing percentage of 95%. The highest passing percentage. The thing about it that he was done 2 times. He got dribble pass twice in the game. So it's conflicting. But I strongly believe that Tapa might go for maybe solidity and go for Kemar Lawrence. So for this purpose, I think Tapa might go for Kemar Taxi Lawrence. I think Tapa might go for Kemar Lawrence. I'm going to do something different in the midfield. No, people, please bear with me. There's a strong possibility that there's a strong possibility that Hector might be the person who is out. Strong possibility. I strongly believe so. But we will see tomorrow. We will see tomorrow because Hector is the one who shared room with him. But we'll see how that one goes tomorrow. This is my midfield period going to the game. I'm not sure what you guys think about it. Tell me what you guys think about it. Omai's reflection said, big up Omai's or Omi's. Maurice Will said, I think Lawrence has rested enough and can start tomorrow. Yeah, I think so as well. JJ said, I'd definitely put Bailey at attacking mid to get him more involved in the game. And Flemings and Turgot on the wings. Maggie as an option, maybe. No, the situation about that is this. Download. The thing about it is that Leon Bailey is not an attacking midfielder. Yes, he can play. I'm not saying he cannot play it, but he's not an attacking midfielder. He will. If you guys realize how Leon Bailey plays, he tends to go to his left foot 90% of the time. 90% of the time. You don't want a midfielder who is always trying to go to his left foot. You want someone who has natural selection. Natural selection. So that's a food for thought. You want someone who has natural selection. Taxi for Bell. Bell get beaten easy in the first game. Yeah, as I said, he was done twice. Conrad Duncan said Bell. So Bell have people coming in. A lot of people are saying Bell. Whoa, a lot of people are actually saying Bell. Most people are actually saying Bell. Guys, done with Taxi. What go on? So Conrad said Bell. So RTS Vibe said taxi for Bell got beaten easy in the first game. So what happened, remember that even a few games ago we witnessed Taxi get dismantled against when he was playing for the Toronto FC. We saw him get dismantled, like about 3 or 4 of the game goals that Toronto FC conceded was solely down to Taxi. So you have to give and take. You have to give and take sometime. Not everyone will have the best game. Everyone have a day in which they have they make questionable decision and things happen to them. JP said the taxi is parked and waiting. Murray said, I agree with Bailey attacking mid. Luke Adam Smith said he would use Bell. Ricky Dan Walker said up. Big up Ricky Dan Walker. Again, Luke Adam Smith said Mariapa for Fisher. Wow. Remember, we're not playing against a team that is going to come at us, This team is not this. I think Suriname is better than this team. And I want us to get as much attacking potency going forward. I'm not saying only Fisher is the best attacking minded player, but in the same sense, we know that Mariapa is more likely to sit back. We understand that Mariapa is more likely to sit back. So that is the reason why I went with Fisher. Kyle said put Bell on the left side and Taxi at right back. Whoa. You'll be taking away a lot from Taxi's game. K City TV said Taxi. Sentiment said LOL, we know Ja. Me know see what Tapa say. RSTV said Taxi is overall better than Bell in defense and attack, and Taxi is a very good cross off the ball as well. You know what the funny thing about it is that Taxi don't cross the ball often. That is a fun fact. Taxi do not cross the ball as often as what we think. Big up Karoom. Karoom is back in the house. Smash the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in, Karoom. Fresh God said no Fisher. Oh God, people have said no Fisher. All right. So it seems as if it's going to be all right. Let's use Alvas just in case that Alvas is okay. Let's use Alvas. Let's go back with Alvas because Alvas didn't have a bad game. I think Alvas coming off the field was actually precautionary measures. I believe that when Alvas coming off of the pitch was actually for precautionary measures. So let's put back Alvas for it. Fresh God said put Mariapa there. JP said no Taxi can't cross again. That was back in the days. Yeah, he's not crossing at all now. Conrad said we need Speedy. So it's Speedy and Daniel Johnson in the midfield. Fresh God said smash the like button. Oh, I'm so far back in the chat. So Karoom said after the game, players taking pictures. You think that was advisable? No, Karoom. I totally go against that, and that was irresponsible of the players. We might say that it's just players having good time with fans, but they have to remember that the conditions that we're under right now, in regards to the COVID, we have to be cognizant of what we're doing. It's not like it's the final where you won't be playing any game anytime soon. So I do believe that was irresponsible of the players. I honestly believe so. It's not advisable by me, and I don't think that JFF would the coaching staff and the technical staff would advise that, especially the doctor. JPS prefer Taxi though. Him no more solid. Is more solid at the back. Sentiment said, MG, you going attacking. We don't see that from the team. Yeah, I think we should go in that direction because this team that we're going to play against, actually Suriname is better than this team. So I'm not expecting them to come at us that hard. They will be sitting back. From I saw how they play, they are very good technical players. But once they come under pressure, they tend to sit back. So I want the best attacking-minded persons in those positions. And that is the reason why it has a lot to do with my team selection. But what I do know is that they play very, very good transition football. I mean, very good transition football. Despite they don't have top quality, they play very good transition football. That is one of the reasons why I went for a Speedy in the midfield, because I want someone who can recover. I want someone who can recover and close the channels in behind the fullbacks. I want someone who can recover and close the channel in behind the fullback, because they play very, very good transition football. And they're quick. Carrot Lewis said, boy, Soji, you want Mr. You are one Missy investing at the Jamaican team, you're loyal. Yeah. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. When you love something, when you have passion for something, you show the passion, and you give your you have to pass on that passion through how you speak and through how people feel your vibes, you have to pass on that passion. Malcolm X, wow, did you have a dream today, bro? Use Bell saved Taxi for the last game. Why? But by that time, Taxi will not have any match shortness. Big up Jeremy Swaby. Thank you for coming in. Jerome Swaby said, how Fisher reached the start lineup. Yes, I pulled them out. I'm far back in the comment section. People, please be mindful if I miss your comment. Mauricia Roman Smith. Big up Mauricia. Marcia. Oh, Marcia. Move. Why did I say that at first? I do apologize for mispronouncing the name. Marcia Romans Smith said, Taxi out, Bell in. One game prove nothing. JJ said, Gray or Bailey up top, and why? You will see. You will see. Welcome to Maps, JPS. Conrad said, Military Guna, we need speed in midfield. Yeah, that's why I put him there. Karum Hughes said, I asked you this question: how much help Bell get from the wide players in front of him and the left central midfielder? So that's a very good question, Karum. All right, so it didn't get much help, but the first time that he got done, Karum, was solely on his cause, because he had cover. Liam Moore went over to cover him. But it was his poor positioning at that particular time that allowed him to get done. It was his poor position that allowed him to get done. But the second time, he could have gotten help from the central midfielder. The wingers didn't came back. Turgot didn't help him. Turgot didn't assist him at all. Turgot was so attacking minded, he forgot his defensive responsibility, Karum. I saw those things, Karum, and I know you as a coach, you will definitely see those type of things. Okida Jackson, big up, just checking in. All right, so let's add the next player that in the attacking midfield position. I think that Tariq McGee. I think that Tariq McGee might come into the team this time around. I think so. I honestly think so. If that's not the case, we might see Hector again. I know most of you guys will not agree with that, but we might see Hector again. But I think Tariq McGee might come into the team this time around. I think Tariq McGee might come around again. Wow, Canada beating up someone. All right, so let's come to Warren Webster. Big up, Warren, for coming in. Jeremy and Swaby, we need experience given depletion in the squad. I'm totally agree. Taxi on the left, Maps on the right. So you guys are saying that we should not play Alvas. Toughy Rudy, big up. Keep same lineup, just replace Reed with Gray. I don't want to force Gray in the attack in the central midfield area, but this time around, I am going to Leon Bailey over onto the left-hand side. Let's put him back into his comfort zone. I want to put back Leon Bailey in his comfort zone to I want to simplify Leon Bailey's game, because he's doing a lot of work over onto the right-hand side, and he's basically overworking himself. Let me run through the comments. Karumi said, why we pick up a player and we don't have no confidence in playing him? We need Fisher 100% DJ Pro exclusive. Thank you for coming in. He said we need Fisher. Karim said irresponsible. The management team. I won't solely put it down to the management team. Remember now, when the game is finished, most of the time the management team would have their own discussion. The players will be walking about. I think the players should know and be responsible enough to not do that. The players should know and be responsible enough to not do that. But I don't think that taking pictures after the game will bring forward a positive COVID result the following day. I'm not sure. It could take time to develop, but I'm not sure. But that, in all essence, was irresponsible. JJ said, "What about Warher coming in on the nameless jersey? This just has his number. Is that professional?" Hey, JJ, is it someone? I'm not sure if it's JJ, but someone keep on asking me about that. You know, I'm going tomorrow when I'm going to speak about it tomorrow. I'll definitely speak about it tomorrow. So I'll get the picture, so I can have a discussion about it. I'll definitely do that because I am consistently hearing about it. So I'm wondering, is that unprofessional? Is that really irresponsible? Coming on the pitch without the name on the jersey back. It's like when I was at work, when I was in the army and going on the battlefield, and I would carry a knife instead of my weapon. Maybe something like that. And someone is going to ask me if that's is that professional as a soldier to come into the war with only a knife and not a weapon. Big up Akeem Stone. Eagle Republic said Canada leads 80 after 5 minutes. That's harsh. You know that Canada and 80 have a massive rivalry. That's going to be a very good game. They have a big rivalry. But I do believe that that game in particular is not going to finish as easy as many things. It can be a 2-2 draw. That game can be a 2-2 draw. Maybe Canada, because 80 always done the number on Canada. 80 always do a number on Canada. Mickey Barlin said, "No Fisher, Hector, or Nicholson. There are some comfortable seats in the stands for the bench players where they should be." Hey, Mickey, that's harsh. Warren Webster said, "Goal Canada." Karim said, "Military gun and the team must have a talk about the pro and con of the situation about COVID. How we support to act, how we're supposed to act after the game." Yeah, I do think that they do have that talk. Maybe that was not something that came up. We can't just kill them without actual evidence of knowing what the situation is. Maybe they didn't have it as well. Just as you stated. So but I think the players, as I said, the players need to take responsibility. They need to know their roles and responsibility, and that's a fact. Karim said, "Why we pick up Devon and we're free to play him?" We will see. When he came on the other day, he looks really good. He looked really good. He looked like someone coming on to do the business. Conrad said, "The military gun I'm rated because football, the midfield needs speedy." I think that if we had brought Kevin Stewart, I think if we had brought Kevin Stewart, maybe we might not. Maybe Speedy would be the one would be the sacrifice. I do think so. So let's look into over on the right hand side. I think Flemings might start. I strongly believe that Flemings might start and give Turgot a rest. Turgot had a good game, but I'm not saying that it was the best. There's going to be conflict of interest in regards to the attacking line, because most people would want to see Shamar Nicholson, but I strongly believe that Topper Whitmore might go with Andre Gray. Sentiment FC said, "Read Big Bobby scored last game." Yes, he scored a screamer. Guys, please, if I miss your comment section, Please, I do apologize because there's a lot of comments coming in. Honestly, I don't see Walker playing over McGee. When Tapa made that sub and put him on, I would send McGee on instead. I was surprised that Walker came on instead of McGee. I was surprised, but we are none of us know what is going through Tapa's head. Akeem said, I think Jamaica will beat Guadeloupe 4-0. What do you think, military? Akeem, honestly, I can't tell when last I've seen Jamaica score over 3 goals. I cannot tell when last. I don't even remember the last time we scored 3 goals. So 4-0, I would have to see that first before I can predict that. I'm saying maybe 2-0, another 2-0. We tend to shut off the moment we start to lead. And I think that is something that we need to work on. I think that's a mental factor that we tend to shut off. Like as soon as we take the lead, we tend to go into a comfort zone. Like we're winning and we can do what we want. Tuffy Rudy said, I agree with you. Bailey's been overworked, but I think the midfield needs to do a better job. He doesn't have to track back so far. In regards to Bailey tracking back, let me tell you something. How that affects players. The reason why you see our team is tracking back so far is because we are playing too deep in our own half. I think we're playing too deep in our own half. If we should push the team to offline, I think this should be an instruction from Tapa to the defenders. Said, let's push the team a bit higher. Now we have 2 defenders who are actually good. They are good standing defenders, in which they are really, really good in regards to standing tackles, standing interception, and those type of things. They are not good in regards to tracking back. They don't like to run back. So that could be an issue. But I do think that it's important that we push the team forward. Then this would allow the wingers to go down, give the wingers freedom to go down to the byline. And whichever ideal, maybe the fullback would go to the byline with the inverted winger go inside. Well, they're not inverted wingers now because Liam Bailey is over on his natural left foot and Fleming is on his right foot. Shatter said no change to the back 4. No change to the back 4, Shatter. Really? Oh, no change to the back 4. So people are saying Bell should play. So most people actually are vouching for Bell. So definitely Bell will be in, and Bell did the press conference. So that is the back 4. The funny thing about it now, the last Gold Cup campaign for why am I not remembering, for Tapa, he didn't change the back 4. He had a consistent back 4 throughout the entirety of the campaign. He had a very, very consistent back 4 throughout the entirety of the campaign. So we'll definitely see how that one goes. So let's go. So I think that we have to. It's a must that we push the team forward. I think that is one of the reasons. That's something that we need to sort out. I think that is something that we need to sort out, like pushing the team forward. It's important that we try our best to do that. Push the team forward. Akeem Stone said maybe then going to give Walker travel jersey number. Shatter said Army, Computer and Joan fight war. Yeah, that those are the massive war, but you have to have foot soldier. Foot soldier and war is a must. It's a must. MG team is improving game by game, but Bobby Reid will be a big miss tomorrow. I totally agree. He will be a big miss. Good night to the military family. Big up Global Sports News. Massive respect. And thank you for coming in. I'm supposed to make you a moderator, but I didn't remember. Global Sports, I want you to comment when one of my videos so that I can find your link so I can add you as a moderator. Please do so that I can add you as a moderator. The channel don't have much moderators at the moment, so anyone in the chat can actually kick Karim Hugh to the curve, and there's no one to defend him. So Karim Hughes said players going to be players. What they have in management team. That's true. That is totally true. So I totally understand that. Kashif Thomas or Kashef Thomas said Fleming over Turgot. Fleming's in the squad. The midfield looking good from Raheem Griffiths. Yeah, it's looking good. It's definitely looking good at the moment. Sentiment said Reed should start again if he's in the scoring form. Reed is out. Sentiment. He's out because of the virus. He was tested positive. Kashif said Fleming draws more fouls, and we have 3 free kick specialists. True. That is true. That's a good idea. That's a very, very good insight. Karum said, what is Paul Hall role? No, indefinitely, Paul Hall role was not identified as with any specification. It was highlighted that he will be a part of the assistant, the technical staff, assisting Theodore Whitmore. But from what I have heard that he's doing a lot of individual training with players. That's what I was informed. That's what I was told. It's what I was told. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it's what I was told. But I do believe what they said. Now, the fitness coach is working closely with Paul Hall. The fitness coach is working closely with Paul Hall. So I do think that Paul Hall has a lot to do with the fitness regime. I do believe so. He has a lot to do with the fitness regime and what the team is doing on a fitness basis. I strongly believe so. So because that's what I was informed. Jero said last time we scored 3 goals was against Honduras in 2019. We ended the game 3-2 winners. We don't have no killer instinct. Yeah, we tend to not kill off these teams when we get the chance. Jairus, I don't know why. We need to kill off these teams when we get the opportunity to. It's important we do that. It's really, really important that we do that. Karim said Bailey's been overworked. How? You all behaving like him a baby. All right, so people are saying that he's doing a lot of track back, but that is a part of football. Anywhere across the world, any footballer, you have to track back and support and help defending. Defense starts from attack starts from defense. This attack starts from the goalkeeper, the defending starts from the striker. So the first press from the defending aspect of things starts from Andre Gray, and the first build-up play from the attacking point starts from Andre Blake. So the 2 Andres would start the defense and start the attack. So the keeper would start the attack and the striker would start the defending. Can you see how the roles interchange? You see how the roles interchange, and that is our football. You defend from the front, and you attack from the defense. And that is football. That's how it is. You build up your play starting from the defense line. You start defend starting from your attacking line. So normally when you're playing football, right, the first thing whenever the ball is in your opposition side, the first thing that he said is that turn around, pick up your marking, cover, face the ball. That is basic rule. Face the ball. The reason why you have to face the ball when you're an attacker, it is so that you can see where the passes are. You press. The attackers press. You press. You organize the press. You don't just rush it. You organize the press. You cover. You zone. Whichever side the ball is at, it's like a wave-like movement. You switch with the ball. But you press organizedly. You don't just run all over the place. You press organize. You organize and press. You don't just run around the place. You also, when you're defending, when you're attacking, you create overloads on either side. So for example, like since I was using Leon Bailey on left hand side, what that does, you force Leon Bailey going on. You put Leon Bailey on left hand side. You bring Amar Bell close to him. You bring Daniel Johnson close to him. You bring Tarek Magee close to him. That's an overload. You have 4 players in that small area. It overloads. It provides more option when you do overloads. When you overload that particular area, and that is football. I believe that Karim Hughes is a coach, and if I'm wrong, Karim, you can correct me. If I'm wrong, Karim, you can correct me. Warren Webster said we lack bulldog tenacity military. We like to play a little attacking ball against teams. How healthy? Our LT's Powell. We're still not sure. No significant information coming out on Powell as yet. But we'll see. I think Fisher was actually warming even before Alvas came off. So that's something that we could actually look at. Gavin Hilton said, really think Burke should start. People, we're going to the score predictions now. Give me your score predictions. Give me your score predictions. We're closing on to the 1 hour mark. Give me your score prediction. Karim said the fitness coach, them going to the Olympic. Yeah, because remember now, the team don't necessarily have to do any fitness coaching. They don't need any fitness program right now, because what happened is this. During the training session, they overexert a lot of energy, so that when it comes on to that part in particular, they can do all of that. They can do all of that. RTS Vibe said Shamar for Gray. Yeah, we'll it depends on what depends on what Tapa is gonna do. Jerome Swaby said no killer instinct. That's how Tapa coach. If Tapa had a killer instinct, they trade Nicholas for Gray as soon as he was tired. Yeah, Nicholas was tired. Possible like maybe 65 minutes into the game. Nicholas was tired. Shatter, thank you for the super chat, Shatter. Massive respect, bro. Thank you for the super chat. And Shatter said, big up the content creators, Military Guna TV, Coaches X, Ryan LFC, the Formula Sports, J. Weather, Mr. Primo Vision, also IMAX's football as well. You cannot left out IMAX's football as well. He's doing great things. You cannot left out IMAX's football, people. But in the same sense, thank you very much, Shatter, for that super chat. Massive respect, because everyone is out here. Everyone is out here doing a lot of work, so we have to give everyone their duly respect. But thank you very much, and I really do appreciate it. Three Little Birds said taxi for a bill. Got nutmeg twice and have Chippy take all free kicks corners. Chippy needs to play more in the middle for Jamaica squad. No, I think he should be on the left side, which is possibly his preferred position. We know that we want to see the screamers from him on the left hand side, but his preferred position is actually on the left hand side. Gray is not clinical. Gray is good at link up. Overall, Shamar is better. Shamar always find a way to get chances. His movement is off the ball is excellent, and always score a spectacular goal. You believe that Shamar is more clinical than Gray? Tell me if you honestly believe that Shamar is way more clinical than Gray. Let me know if you believe that. Karum said, Military Guna, you need to tell the people them say if you no plan to run in the modern game, best to leave football alone. That is 100% accurate. That is 100% accurate, Karum. You have to run in modern football. Modern football, it's a must. It's a part of the game. High intensity press. You run for 190 minutes. 120 minutes, I should say. You run for 120 minutes. You run for 120 minutes. High press, non-stop. Score predictions coming in. So let's see. If you say Gray not clinical, that's crazy. Definitely. Yeah, that's crazy. Gray is clinical. Eagle Republic said 1-0 Jamaica, Guadeloupe 0. JJ said 3-0 clean sheet. We need a clean sheet to ensure that to make sure that Andre Blake gets the what do you call it, the golden glove. Shatter said 2-1 Jamaica. The score predictions are coming in. Shatter said 2-1 Jamaica. Warren Webster said 3 Jamaica, Jamaica 3, Guadeloupe 1. Anthony Evelyn said, hail Trooper MG. Big up, Anthony. Thank you again for the super chat. Gavin Hilton, game will finish 2-0 in favor of Jamaica. That's nice. I like that. Three Little Birds said Jamaica 4. Three Little Birds, thank you very much for the super chat, Gavin. A lot of respect. I solely and honestly do appreciate it. So, Three Little Birds. Most people are saying in the 2-0, 3-2-0, 1-0 bracket, we are not a team to score that much goal. I'll be delighted to see us scoring that amount of goals. I honestly would be, but I don't think so. I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. Warren Webster said, "Great speed in." Yeah, that's what we have right here, Warren. Global Sports said, "No military, you know Gray way better." I think Gray is a better striker. We're talking about a top level striker. Top level striker. We're talking about a top level striker. Shamar problem is not finding he's not finish off easy chances. He needs work on that. Gray, not clinical. Just look at him club record. Gray never been a prolific striker. You need, when you're looking at his club record, you should also look at his injury record. Look at his injury record as well. I think that is something you should look at. I definitely think that's something you should look at. So I honestly think that is something you should look at. So people, everyone is saying that. So my score prediction, I'm going to put it in the comment section. So that is my score prediction, people. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, people. And that is my score prediction. What do you guys think about that? Karub said, when we make changes, the players have to come on and impact the game. The only person impact the game from the bench was Devon. Yeah, no, but yeah, let's be honest. Corberg did came on and he put in a very, very valiant punch. Global Sports News said Jamaica will win 3-0. Wesley All said just logging in. So sorry, Wesley All, because we're actually closing off right now. And we're closing off right now. It's not a long stream, people. It's definitely not a long stream. I know you guys would want to have a long stream. So I'll be having a long stream as soon as I get much more time. I'll be start. So guys, I'll be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow. Remember that I'll be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow. Please make sure you join me. I'll be having on a few new faces on into the Jamaican football category, joining us on the watch along tomorrow. So maybe I'll try to get someone on that no one is expecting for the watch along. Global Sports said you're playing it safe. No, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. I don't see us as an high scoring team. I don't see this Reggae Boyz team, not this Reggae Boyz team. I don't see Tupper Whitmore as a high scoring coach. I just don't see it. And Warren Webster said, I think we can score at least one more goal military. Yes, we can, because we created a few more chances. And as I said, the Suriname team is better than them. And if we score 2 on Suriname, it means that we can definitely score more on them. But it solely depends on how we deploy, how Tupper decided that he wants to work his way through this aspect. I think that has a lot to do with it. RTS Vibe said Flemings impact the game to draw a couple fouls. Yeah, Flemings is always someone who's going to attract fouls because that is how he plays. That is his style of play. Yes, man, I will be there. Anthony Evans said, you won't have any more time. So definitely, people, thank you very much for coming on. A lot of respect. Guys, please smash the like button. I have over 80 persons watching, 90 persons watching. Please, guys, smash the like button so we could get the video up and running so we can actually reach out as fast as possible. I want to say thank you very much for everyone who came on. Guys, before I go, I have to tell you guys something. No, before I go, people, let me guys tell you something. So let's Marcia said 5-0 easily. Yes, Chris Smith said Andre Gray for Luton, 88 games, 44 goals. Brentford, 47 games, 18 goals. Burnley, 73 games, 33 goals. Watford, 113 games, 19 goals. He has a very, very bad injury record at Watford. But other than that, those are actually over 50% goal scoring ratio. Almost 50% goal scoring ratio. And if you check it out, those are total appearance in comparison to the amount of minutes played. But people, I should remember to tell you guys that Martin Davis, guys, his team won today in penalties. They are now into the second stages of the European Conference League, the UEFA Conference League. And definitely I'm expecting to see Martin Davis playing Conference League next season coming up. And definitely I will be a part of that journey. I'll be giving you guys a lot of information on Martin Davis and how he's progressing. So I'll keep you guys up to that. Three Little Birds said 1999 Jamaica defeated Guadeloupe 5-1 in the Caribbean Cup. This current team can put up goals. We just need to execute. Yeah, and remember that every team plays off the coach's how should I put no? They played off the coach's instruction, and that's a part of it. Shatta asks Marcia, what are you drinking? Karoom said Guadeloupe have a number. He's going to give us problem, especially with dead ball. Matthias is a very good player. Very, very good player. But I think we can hold him off. I honestly believe that we can hold him off. People, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm here over no. Remember, people, go. I watched Martin Davis' game today. Played 62 minutes. Had a good, solid game. I'm keeping tabs on them. I think next week, Norman Campbell would also be playing in. Norman Campbell will also be playing for FC Kurakik. He'll be playing UEFA Conference League again. Next week. That's for his team. I'll definitely give you more update on Karim Paris as well. You guys know I'm tracking these young players very really hard because I need to see their progression in their career, because it's important that we keep track of these players' career. We need to know what they are doing. Chris Smith said, so this is final comment. Martin Davis must get a call up. No, I play high level football versus level players. We'll see how that one goes. She Little Bird said, big up military, you have good content, bro. Thank you very much, She Little Birds. Kevin Bailey said, thumbs up. Very much. Thank you for smashing the like button, people. And this has been a really good one. I didn't want it to go way over the margin because it's a preview, and I want people who's going to watch it on the playback to enjoy the show, and it's not too much of a drawn-out show, that they can watch it and get all the massive points, all the takeaway points and added points without after watching for 3-4 hours. I didn't want to do that. But a massive respect, people. On the next show tomorrow, on game day, we'll have a long session. We can discuss all things football. Big up, people. Go and enjoy your night. Please have a good night. Blessings, and from the military family, military Guna family, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And always big up, Military Guna TV. I am out.